How's it going, all my gnarly ones? It's Gator Mike. Tuesday night, Truck Series racing here in the North American E-Racing League. Good evening and welcome. I hope you guys all had a great, fun, and safe Labor Day weekend this past weekend. And glad to have you tuning back in here for some more action. The Truck Series is going to Homestead, Miami Speedway tonight. The third mile-and-a-half track in a row, with the last two ending up in overtime and both being won by WSC 1990. Will that happen again? We'll find out. But before we get too far into things, my guest tonight in the booth, he is an Xfinity Series regular and multi-time Truck Series winner last season. I have got Decent House. Decent, what's up?
Oh, ready for some truck racing, Gator. I love Homestead, and I think this one's going to be wild. We got a full field, 20 guys going for this win tonight. So, going to be some mayhem. Going to be a lot of ticked off guys at the end of this night, I think.
Yeah, definitely going to happen. I think with this many drivers on the track and what we've seen the last 2 weeks out of these guys, might get some cautions tonight. And we might just see our third straight overtime finish. But going into that, WSC has won 2 in a row now off of those overtime finishes to go along with K. Keenett's 22 and Plum These Pipes as our winners here in the first 4 races of the season. And they all happen to come from your team, Elite Motorsports, undefeated in the trucks this season. What kind of stuff your drivers bringing to the track tonight? Are they going to be the favorites, or we got someone else in mind?
Well, man, it's really cool to see Elite Motorsports, getting those wins in the Truck Series, 4 for 4 so far. So it's pretty cool to see. Definitely got a pull for them, being my teammates tonight. But obviously, try to keep the bias out of it. I think there's honestly, man, I think there's quite a few guys. I think Bubba Chafin's knock on the door for a win. I think Wreckfest is pretty quick. The elite guys are going to be good. I mean, it's all going to depend on who can control their trucks on a longer run. If we do get those longer runs off of turns 2 and 4, it's a little sketchy sometimes.
Yeah, as with a few other tracks around the circuit here in NASCAR Heat 5. Kind of like last week at Texas Turn 4, the exits of these corners, they can be treacherous, especially on those older tires. So that's definitely going to be something to watch out for tonight. And will those corner exits cause more mayhem here in the Truck Series? But I have faith tonight. This is a very racy track. It's one of the more racier tracks on the game. Offers lots of different options and grooves to choose from and to which you can set up your truck for. So I kind of prefer the low lane here in the trucks. Decent. What do you think is going to be the winning strategy here tonight?
Well, I mean, I think, getting on and off pit road is always tough as well. Here, if there are some green flag stops for these guys, in particular stage 3. You got to use the access road getting back up to speed. That could pose some potential issues for a few guys tonight. But I think just whoever can keep their trucks underneath them for the long run, especially off the corners. I tend to run. I don't want to give my secrets away for tomorrow night, but I tend to run kind of my left side tires in the dark part of the track in the center, kind of in the middle groove. So. Just let it ride up to the wall and hold it straight. So, we'll just see. We'll see, man. It's going to be a lot of getting loose off the top and coming down and dooring some guys. It's going to be fun.
Saw it in warm-ups. We'll probably see it in the race a couple of times too. But that access road you were talking about off of pit lane, that'll be something to watch out for if these guys have to make green flag pit stops. Which in the final stage tonight, kind of like some of the other tracks, may be dependent on strategy, how much you can save. Do you think that's going to come into play tonight?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what the fuel window is or the number of laps in Stage 3. If I remember correctly, last year, I think I finished second in the truck race here last year, potentially third, I don't remember. But I got beat on pit road in stage 3 for sure, and then missed an adjustment. But yeah, I think it will come into play at least one stop if it goes green, and it's just going to be dependent. I think the guy with the freshest tires at the end and has that speed can definitely prevail.
Yeah, well, we've seen that the last 2 weeks with WSC. Shows how much those fresh tires mean here in the Truck Series. And speaking of WSC, he is carrying that momentum over into tonight. He is sitting on pole here as we start Homestead. And on the outside of the front row is going to be Frazier. So that is going to be your front row leading the field to green tonight. We've got 67 laps around this 1.5-mile track in South Florida. This is the third configuration for this racetrack, and might just be the best of the three. What do you think?
I would agree with you there for sure.
It was almost like a mini Indy, and then it kind of went into a flat oval, and now it's got progressive banking, so it makes it a great track to race on. I'm excited for Thursday.
It would be even better if small time Team 704 would figure out how to get that wall rolling a little bit better. So.
Get that Larson line going right up there next to the wall.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, as we are about ready to load on in here, waiting for Keenan's stream to hit 0, which it is. So we are good to join. Do you need any extra invites there? Decent. I think I've got 3. All right. Let's see here.
Good to join, you said?
Yep. Got a question from Joker here. He wants to know over under 4.5 cautions tonight.
Oh, that's an easy over.
Yeah, I'm gonna tend to agree. That's probably going to be an over.
That might be an over through stages 1 and 2 without even getting to stage 3.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. You got Big Jim in the chat rooting for his FBGM boys, Marksman, Penn, and Kronks. They're all 3 in the field tonight.
Yeah, I think, speaking of Marksman, I think Marksman's going to be pretty tough here, too. And then Frazier, I forgot about him. So there's some quality drivers in the Truck Series. I'm looking forward to this race.
Yeah, Marksman super fast in warm-ups. We are underway here with WSC. He's going to get out to an early lead using that low lane advantage on these starts and restarts to pull clear of Frazier. And he's going to have Marksman right along in tow in second. Going off into turn 3 for the first time. These guys are feeling out their trucks. Marksman washes up the track. That's one thing that can happen here is these trucks tend to push a little bit until these guys can get in a rhythm and get used to them. But Marksman loves seeing that in his mirror. Gives him a nice gap.
Man, I'm riding along with God of War back here, and it's mayhem.
WSC, my apologies, as Keenitz and Frazier make a little contact coming off in 2. It's just a product of those trucks getting loose. See lots of trucks there towards the middle of the field, grouped together, 2 and 3 wide, still keeping it clean. Lots of space on this track. Lots of places for these guys to go to stay out of trouble. You got Kronks making a move on Halbeck.
You got 3 and 4 wide back here, Gator. It's pretty intense. These guys are fighting for track position early. It's best to get spots while you can, while the tires are a little bit fresh, because in traffic, when the tires get hot, it gets a little dicey.
Yeah, we like to teach patience around here, but these guys are trying to get everything they can grab here early on. As Kronks get loose, makes a little bit of contact with Reap. They both save it, keep it straight. No harm, no foul there. So we've got Mr. Williams here looking under pin, 3 wide.
WSC and Keenitz have jumped out here to a pretty decent margin, it seems like.
WSC has set sail over the rest of the field here. Keenitz had to make his way up through some traffic. That allowed WSC to get away.
WSC may or may not be running the decent house truck setup special tonight. So,
oh boy! Oh boy!
We'll see how that works for him.
Yeah, see how it turns out for the guy. But these guys shouldn't have to pit, in stage 1 or 2. Fuel window is about 24-ish laps, so we won't see pit stops here in the stages unless there's caution or some damage from an accident. So we should be good to go all the way through this guy. That's why these guys are scrambling for position so quickly.
Yeah, the top 5 horse gets stage points, so as we all know. So it's definitely good to get those points, so that way, you know, if something doesn't work out in your favor in stage 3, still be able to bank a few points here and there.
Yep. So you got WSC out to a pretty big lead here over K Keenit's 22. Got Marksman right behind him. We've got a little bit of contact here, not too bad, between Bubba Chafin and Frazier. About 6th place. 7th place. Figure out who's right here. 4th. That is young Colt right now sitting in 4th. Off to a hot start this season. It's refreshing to see Colt run up towards the front after his struggles in his maiden Xfinity Series season last year. Trying to get a little bit of that confidence back in him.
I'm kind of curious to see a few of these guys as we get some laps on the tires. See who has a short run truck compared to a long run truck. I think Plum D's Pipes and Bubba Chafin, I think those guys are going to be probably a little better on the long run. We'll see how these guys in front of them maybe fall back a little.
Tapin's in the pits with some front end damage that he is repairing. Got a long race to go still. He'll be able to make that up. But right now, decent is when those tires are going to start wearing, and we might see some of these guys starting to get really loose coming off these corners, and some wrecks might happen.
For sure, yeah. What lap are we on? About 6-7 in. So, you know, the longer they run, the hotter that rear tire is going to get. So, pretty much you're hanging on 10, 12, 13 laps in.
As we got a battle for second there as Marksman and Keenitz are side by side. Marksman on the low lane, Keenitz on the high lane.
Former teammates here giving each other plenty of room. It's good to see that. It's good to see patience and some give and take here early for the truck guys. It helps keep the race clean and gets these guys a little more experience under green flag conditions.
Oh, there's Colt getting loose, and he whacks Mac the bread man.
Yeah, as soon as I said that, commentator cursed, right?
Mac was not able to keep it straight there. He bit the inside wall hard, but that's exactly the kind of thing we're talking about here. We may see that a lot tonight.
Marksman takes P2 from Keenitz here on the front stretch.
He does. Nobody has challenged WSC yet for the lead. Nobody's even been able to make some ground on him. He's got a fast truck, and he is maintaining that margin as Marksman has taken over second place from K Keenitz, with young Colt still right here in 4th. We're on board with him, looking right ahead at the back end. Nice Motorsports Chevrolet, aka the elite motorsport driver, K Keenitz.
A few of those guys I mentioned earlier, Gator might have a little bit better on the long run, a little better long run setup. Bubba Chafin and Plum D's Pipes, they have got to the back of young Colt here and seems to be gaining some speed.
He's going to try to jump back up in front of Bubba. He caught his nose just a little bit. Bubba's going to use that very low lane to get by Colt, but Colt's going to have a run coming out of the corner. Oh, Bubba puts it back to Colt. Gives him a taste of his own medicine.
Squeezed him a little bit there on entry. I tell you what, Bubba Chafin's very consistent driver. Is a little aggressive at times, but seems to always be there at the end in a lot of these races.
He's just got to limit those mistakes. He's been really fast here in these races, but Atlanta, he blew a tire. Texas, he was up front, had one of the fastest trucks and got caught up in something at the overtime restart. He's just got to find a way to limit those mistakes. Kind of like myself.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's been a rough year for the 54 in Xfinity, so hoping to turn it around. Thought I had it turned around last week, but I think this will be a good track for me tomorrow. So.
As we are on the last lap here of stage number 1 already. Keenan's trying to find his way around Marksman.
I think Plumdee's pipes got blocked going into 3 there, so something happened because he was almost at the access road in the entrance to 3.
WSC is going to comfortably take stage number 1, followed by Marksman, Keenitz, Bubba Chafin, and 5th place might be Colt. Double check on that.
Tell you what, there's only one guy that didn't want to see that stage break, and that was WSC. Man, he was putting down, looked like some fast lap times, and was not out of control off the corners like some of the other folks in the back.
It was Colt rounding out the top 5 and getting that last stage point here in stage number 1. Plumdee's Pipes came across the line for 6th, Wreckfest 7th, Frazier 8th, Up the Irons 9th, and Kronk's Fight Milk round out your top 10 currently, heading into pit stops on this stage break.
So we haven't seen a whole lot of guys, I think, use that outside yet. A lot of guys running the bottom, the middle. There's been some outside racing, back in the pack, but these guys out front don't seem to be running that outside line very much.
They are not. As WSC scoots away again. See if Marksman will be able to hang with him this time now that he's got some clean track. Side by side for 3rd place with Keenitz and Bubba Chafin. We're 3 and 4 wide here towards the back up the irons. Frazier, Mac to Bradman, all 3 wide. 2 TGR Fords right here.
Got some 3 wide action there at Lives in the 97. Coming off of 2 there, it was pretty wild.
Things are starting to heat up for the lead as Marksman is starting to challenge WSC. Got a really good tow coming down the back stretch. But here comes Keenitz making a move for 2nd.
Now that these guys have gotten their
ooh, a bump!
Their pit road setups in, might see a few new guys come to the front. Got 3 wide for 2nd here.
Yep, Marksman clears WSC for the lead. But WSC comes right back, gives him a bump right back.
WSC wasn't happy with that move in turns 1 and 2, repays the favor there in 3. 3 wide,
3 wide for 2nd. WSC followed by K. Keenitz, 22. Marksman all on the inside lane there, 1, 2, 3. Bubba Chafin right now slots into 4th. Plumdee's Pipes, your Daytona winner, is sitting P5 in that black and red number 56.
Man, we
good
got some
evening,
intense racing back here.
Good evening.
Oh wow, we got 3 and 4 wide back here. Oh, Penn and Beck just crashed on the front stretch.
Yeah, I'm scooting on back here towards the back of this thing. We stay green though.
Penn just got a ton of damage there.
Oh, Mac the Breadman just got loose and overcorrected. He goes around into the wall. Doesn't collect anybody else. Going to be a single truck accident there for Mac. He's got a lot of damage too. These corner exits are just toxic.
Yeah, and Gator, it doesn't help when you have a guy below you and a guy above you, because
that
you
doesn't
need all
help
the track.
either.
You need to have all the track you can get to control these trucks off the corners. It doesn't help when someone's in your right rear quarter panel or right left rear quarter panel either. So
that it does not. As the WSC has scooted away. Got back around Marksman there for the lead and has set sail here in stage number 2 of the Ford EcoBoost 100, the North American E-Racing League's Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series. Short stages here tonight as we're already coming to 5 to go in stage number 2.
A little bit surprised by Kay Keenitz and his teammate Plumdee's Pipes. They both of them have fallen back here in stage 2. Lost quite a bit of track position.
Yeah, we've got quite the wad of trucks right here from, I'd say, 5th on back.
Bubba Chafin gets
Reed gets loose. Got into Frazier.
I think we're still under green, Gator.
We are still under green. Things have started to calm down here. But Keenitz did lose a lot of track position throughout all that. He's back to about 10th. Kronk's in the wall. That's going to check up to some of these guys. That bottles him back up. 2 by 2.
Got someone else spinning down the backstretch. Looks like they saved it. No caution.
Still green.
Young Colt battling for second right now. Good run for Colt tonight. Seems like his truck is pretty stable here. He's got a lot of speed. Might contend for a win tonight.
Stay on the positive side of track position. That is that'd be a very good result for Colt as we are 3 wide here. I'm watching Wreckfest, Keenitz, Plum, Reap, Kronks. They're all still fighting hard back here.
Watching the same battle here, Gator. These guys, seems like, man, oh man, that's close action there. Keenitz wanted to slide up in front of Reap there in the 3. Couldn't quite get it done.
It's a wonder these guys haven't just destroyed each other yet. Other than those,
able to make that pass.
Other than those exits, it's been a pretty clean race here so far. As we will be coming to 1 to go here in stage number 2. We're going to move to the battle for second. Got Marksman, Bubba, and Young Colt right here fighting for stage points. White flag in stage number 2. Marksman opts to defend the low lane. Bubba's going to go high. He's going to get that run off the corner.
Man, this is a great
Marksman
battle
hangs
for second
tough.
place.
Here comes Colt making it 3 wide. He thinks again. No, he doesn't. There he comes. Great battle here as they come out of turn 4, coming to the green and white checkers here to indicate the end of stage number 2. Marksman's going to hang on for second. Bubba's going to get third. Colt 4th. Plumdee's Pipes. But it's WSC, your pole sitter here tonight. 2-time race winner here in a row. And has now swept the stages. He is looking for max points here at Homestead.
Yeah, if WSC can put this stage 3 together, if there's a long run, get on pit road, he's looking at max points. Be a huge night for Team Elite. And but I'm telling you, man, there's Young Colt is pretty quick back there. Bubba Chafin's worked his way up into the top 3, so, and Marksman will be there at the end too. So definitely still some good racing left.
Got Keenitz in 6th, Wreckfest 7th, Reap 8th, Kronk's 9th, and Up the Irons rounds out your top 10 at the end of stage 2.
I think business is going to start picking up. Oh, it looks like someone forgot to pit here. 97
there
truck.
It lies. Bright green number 97 stayed out or forgot to pit under that stage break. Maybe playing a little strategy knowing he's got to pit in stage 3. But he should get past pretty easily here. He's just going to get swarmed by these guys. Yeah, immediately starts going to the back.
Contact for first place there. WSC and Marksman got into it on off corner exit. Looks like WSC got a little bit loose and down into Marksman.
Oh, there it lies. Just put somebody in the wall.
I think there it lies. Forgot to turn there. Wow. He just took out someone.
Just landed somebody in the outside wall there. That someone was Wreckfest, and the 0-2 is going to be on the wrong side of that. It is 3-4 wide here in the back. I am on board with Frazier. These guys are just asking for an accident right now.
I'm watching this battle for second. I mean, it's a four-way battle for second place right now. We got 4 good trucks.
It's a 4-way battle for one spot back here in the back, and they're all side by side for it.
Oh, wow. Looks like Mac the Breadman got the wall again off turn 4. He's fallen off probably about 10 seconds or so.
They got all that sorted out towards the back, or at least back down to 2 wide. So we're going to shuffle back up here to the lead group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 trucks have pulled away from the rest of the field. Get a gauge on how many laps are left versus fuel. Here as Keenitz crosses the line on his stream. About 32 laps left, about 21 left in his tank. So these guys will have to pit, but will they take 2? Will they take 4? I personally would split this stage right in half, but that's just me. We'll see what some of these guys left to do.
Yeah, I mean, Gator, I think it's going to depend on, I really think it's going to depend on where you're at, and if you're in traffic. If you're WSC here and you get out to a 2nd or 2-second lead, like we've seen him do through the first couple stages, he could potentially, pit a little bit later, have the fresher tires at the end, and then also potentially trap some guys a lap down if there is a caution. Looks like Marksman has improved his truck, though. He's sticking with WSC through
still hanging
the
in
first
there.
laps here.
As Keenitz and Bubba need to get this sorted out pretty quickly, or those top 2 are going to get away. It looks like Keenitz is going to settle back in here to 4th. Maybe he'll work with Bubba to try to draft back up to these guys.
If I'm Marksman sitting in second
Reap
place,
got real loose.
I'm thinking to myself, man, this guy in front of me has won the last 2. I'm hungry for a win. I'm going to do whatever it takes here, whether it be short pit or, just hope I have the truck at the end that's a little bit better than WSC.
Marksman's still searching for victory lane this season. He found it last season, made it to the championship 4, still looking to hit victory lane here in season 3. He's been strong throughout. He still has not failed to register as the stage top 5 throughout the first 4 races. And let me double check tonight. I think he's 10 for 10 now in stage points.
Very, very consistent driver in that 45. He's actually hanging with WSC a little more here, so I think Marksman may have figured something out. It looks like Frazier or Mr. Williams is on pit road. Their trucks are very similar looking, so looks like Frazier's on pit road.
Marksman is 10 for 10 in earning stage points here this season. He is your point leader heading into tonight. But WSC is trying to cut into that gap.
And as soon as you say that, Gator, Marksman just about wrecked off turn 2.
Commentator curse, it's a real thing.
It really is. Oh, Bubba gets a little loose into Keenitz off of turn 4. I don't think Keenitz liked that too much. Plumdee's Pipes has worked his way up into 5th place. Young Colt running 6th. Both of those guys having a good night tonight. Keeping their nose clean.
Oh, Bubba's going to hit the wall. He does get into the wall off of turn 2. Keenitz is going to be able to clear him that time.
Mr. Williams has worked his way into 7th, having a good run tonight. Reap and Wreckfest are 8th and 9th, and it's like up the irons, so it's rounding out your top 10.
Definitely Williams' best run so far this season. He's just been caught up in so many things and found himself on the wrong side of the track position battle. Nice to see him up here running in the top 7 or 8 late in the going at Homestead. As he tries to get his season back on track.
Oh, there's a wreck in the back. Looks like Kronk's got into the 21 truck. And Penn's is wrecked. There's another truck. Looks like we're under caution here,
There
Gator.
it lies, is upside down. Yep, that's going to be the first caution tonight, and it comes here in stage number 3. And decent cautions breed cautions, especially this late in the race.
That they do, and the question is now, how many laps are left to how much fuel? These guys might have to save some gas.
There'll be about 23 laps remaining, and that's going to be right on the limit, I think.
Oh, gotta love a fuel mileage race.
So, unless these guys get caught up in something again, this could turn into a mileage race. We'll find out here shortly. As it's going to allow Frazier to get one of his laps back. That's going to put him from 2 laps down back to 1 lap down. So he's hoping for a quick caution. Marksman passed WSC under the pits there.
Marksman's got the Kyle Busch pit crew. Oh, wow, he runs WSC up the wall.
Yeah, they touched bumpers there. Looks like the bumpers might have hooked a little bit. I couldn't tell. On WSC, I'd stay patient. Don't let that fluster you, but it looks like he wants that lead back right now.
You know, Gator, when you know you have a really good truck or car, it's hard to stay patient. You want to get back out front and try to set sail. But yeah, you obviously don't want to overdrive either, because then you start making mistakes.
Yeah, these guys have got quite the hornet's nest going on right now. Got Marksman looking to make a run on the high lane.
WSC got the apron there. Bubba Chafin's all over the back bumper.
You're side by side for the lead. But Bubba's going to push WSC off into the corner. Big push. He's going to be able to clear. Now he's going to give the toe to Marksman coming down the front stretch.
Marksman gets a killer run down into or off the turn 4 from that top, so you may see him move up as he's getting a lot of momentum off the corners here.
So he gets a little loose. Doris Keenitz coming off the corner. They keep it straight. WSC out front. He's been the dominant truck tonight. Bubba Chafin looking to run him down. Battle for 3rd, battle for 5th. Looks like Marksman's going to make his way back up to 3rd. Keenitz is going to slot into 4th. Plumdy's Pipes right now is in 5th place. Wreckfest in 6th.
Yeah, Wreckfest has been mired back in traffic. He's finally got some track position here. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do towards the end of this race here.
Yeah, he debuted in the North American E-Racing League in the 2nd race of the season at Iowa. Came home 3rd, followed it up with a 3rd at Atlanta, and he DNF'd last week at Texas. But he has shown when he can finish these races, then he finishes them up front. Scoot around here. Got Mac to Bradman. Crunk's fighting up. Charblazer making his season debut in that purple number 21.
Ooh, WSC gets a little loose off the corner. Going to open the door for Bubba here.
Bubba unable to capitalize as he took a peek there going into turn number 1, but momentum was not on his side. Going to hang tight there in 2nd. These Pipes looking to use the Larson line out here.
Marksman going up to block that run.
Plum gets really loose coming off the corner. Opens the door for Keenitz to take the outside. We are in the final stage here of the North American E-Racing League's Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series at Homestead Miami Speedway. WSC, your pole sitter, has swept both of the stages. He's currently leading, looking to earn max points here tonight, but he is being challenged right now from Bubba Chafin and Marksman. Bubba looks to the outside. Drives it in deep.
Bubba Chafin and Marksman have both made their trucks.
Marksman skims the wall off the corner. Gonna lose the spot to Plum, who might in turn lose the spot to Keenan, as they're 3 wide for third. Plum pushes wide. He puts Marksman in the wall. Wreckfest sneaks through for fourth. Here comes Colt for fifth. Plum on the apron. Plum's going to spin it.
This might be a caution. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a caution. Wow. Potentially.
Maybe. Got another one off of turn number 2. Kronks is around.
No caution.
It stays green.
Wow, Kronks fighting a ton of damage.
Plumbed these pipes, clipped the apron, went around, went from fourth to the back. That's a tough break. He's going to need some help if he wants to get back into contention here.
Looks like Mr. Williams and Frazier was in that, and Plum's around again on the front stretch, and Kronks is into him. I think they're trying to get on pit road.
Trying to fix that damage.
Bad day, just gone worse for Plumdee's pipes there.
Right now, WSC is still holding off Bubba Chafin. The battle is for third between Wreckfest and Keenitz. Marksman right there as well. Marksman's going to take 2 trucks in one corner as he clears Wreckfest and Keenitz, put him back up to third. Keenitz gets loose.
Keenitz got super loose, and Wreckfest was the receiver on that one.
Yeah, Wreckfest went all the way down to the inside wall, able to save his truck, is still in this front pack. What a great piece of driving there out of the driver of the number 02 Chevrolet.
Got a great battle for the lead here, Gator. It's going to be close.
We're on board with Bubba right now. Hood cam. Roof cam, I guess. JBL Toyota. KBM. Marksman's right on the bumper of Bubba now, as he's going to look to the outside, fight for second. Marksman has got a fast truck here tonight. If he can just limit the little tiny errors of getting in the wall.
Yeah, it seems like he's improved his truck on the long run here. He's definitely one of the quicker trucks here on the longer run.
Will he be able to clear Bubba for second? He's going to have the run coming down the front straightaway. Still side by side.
WSC is loving this action, fighting for second. He's able to pull away here a little bit, get a little bit of breathing room. Marksman pushes wide.
In the wall again. That's what I'm talking about. He's got to stay off that wall. He's got a fast truck. Just pushing really, really hard right now. With these guys battling, that has allowed WSC to get away.
I was trying to get on Keenitz's live stream there, and I can't seem to open it up. So do we have any idea how many laps we have left here?
Yeah, I'll get you. Get your laps left here in just a second. Bubba gets loose.
Ticker. Oh wow, that puts Keenitz P2 here.
Bubba coming to 7 to go.
I wonder if running that outside line for the last 5-7 laps for Bubba got that right rear tire a little warm.
7 to go right here. Big mistake by Bubba. Drops him from second back to 6th. He's fighting with his NOS Racing League compatriot, Wreckfest.
Marksman and Keenitz battling it out for second. Looks like Marksman got into Keenitz. Keenitz gave it right back. So definitely a good battle here for second place.
The old teammates kind of giving each other the fender here.
Oh,
little bit of a fender going down the front stretch. Keenan says, I want second place, not you. Marksman, Keenan side by side. Here comes Colt taking a peek, maybe. Yep, he's going to go for it. Keenan throws a block, puts Colt on the apron. Wow. Don't know what that was about, but that was definitely a bad block.
And Colt's probably not going to like that too much. He might get back to the 40 truck here.
Yeah, he's not going to like that at all.
I'm not sure if Frazier is out of the race, lagged out, or what, but he's been sitting on pit road for a while. Tough break for the driver of the 88 truck. Man, this is a hell of a battle for second place. Wow. Got 4 trucks under blanket here.
Make it 5. We've got another one joining the tail end. It's going to be Wreckfest trying to make his way back up there. More contact from Keenitz and Colt. Something has got those guys fired up between each other. They are none too pleased.
Yeah, it seems like both guys are being pretty aggressive here with blocks and also driving in to the corners and getting the tailgate a little.
Let's see what happens here as they go off into corner number 1 and off of turn 2. Keenitz gives them plenty of room that time. Clean through 1 and 2. And we will be coming to 2 to go. WSC has set sail. Just got to make it around another 2 laps. As here comes Mac to Breadman, I think he's on fresh tires. I don't believe this is for position.
If I'm Mac to Breadman, that's probably not a good thing to be, if he is a lap down, to be up there, take his face away from the lead lap guys fighting for position. That will be duly noted by those guys, I can promise you that.
Definitely is. No, it is actually for position somehow. I thought he got caught up in thought he got caught up in one of the accidents. But we are on the white flag here. Mac to Breadman came out of nowhere to get up here to 6th, 7th place.
Yeah, he did. Wow, what an incredible drive by him. I've seen him twice in the wall off the
just
corner.
Out of nowhere. I'm going to cycle back up here to WSC, who is in cruise control right now. Through 3 and 4 for the final time at Homestead. He can see the checkered flag in the air. Make it 3 in a row for WSC. Might as well call him WS3 after his performance here tonight.
What a dominating performance from driver the 23 Elite Motorsports Chevrolet there. Looks like Marksman finished it in P2, Bubba in P3. Looks like Keenitz P4, and not sure who that, young Colt maybe in P5.
If WSC had any doubters after Atlanta and Texas using their fresh tires on an overtime restart, he silenced them here tonight with an utterly dominating performance.
Yeah, he beat him on new tires. He beat him on old tires. Heck, Gator, the only thing he lost was a few spots on pit road tonight. It's a great effort by WSC.
Yeah, he was the guy to beat tonight. Fastest truck wins. And I think we only had 1 caution here tonight. So our prediction with the over was greatly beaten.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't wager money. I've lost enough on DraftKings already this year, so.
Yeah, we'll be taking bets for next race.
What a great performance by these truck guys, man. This track is not an easy one, and it's great to see. It's great to see those guys bring it home with 1 caution and some good racing tonight as well.
A lot of the problems tonight stemmed from those crazy corner exits, trucks getting loose off of those. And overall, it was a pretty clean race. As if you want to send WSC an invite, I know you got them on your friends list. I'll go ahead and pull up the race-winning truck for the third straight week.
Let's see, is he appearing offline? Yes, he is.
All right, there's the race-winning truck, the number 23 of WSC 1990. All right, blue screen to accept. All right, he has been sent the invite. Overall, very good race here tonight at Homestead, Miami Speedway. Had a lot of good
Oh,
competition, and the truck guys really put on a great performance after what we saw the last couple of weeks. And here we are, joined by our winner, WSC. That makes this 3 in a row. And as I just mentioned a decent house before you joined the party, if you had any doubters on those overtime restarts and how you won them the last 2 weeks, you silenced those guys tonight with an utterly dominating performance. How'd you get it done?
uh, man, I just let those guys wear out their tires, man. I try to keep it between 3/10 from the myself in the lead and the second place guy, and just let them die by me, man, and just burn their tires up, and that's about it, man. And I don't know, man, that's crazy. I mean, did I lead every lap?
You might have. I know Mark's been lined up on the inside for one lap there on that final restart. I don't know if he led that lap or not. But what a great performance out of that number 23. You were super fast tonight, earned max points. Swept the mile and a halves here early on in the season. Is this your style of racetrack that you like the most, or you looking forward to where we go next? It's a short track at Richmond.
Uh, I like every track. Every next track's my favorite track.
All right, well, here you got it. Your winner here tonight, WSC. But I'm joined in the booth tonight by your teammate over at Elite Motorsports, Decent. Fire away for our winner.
Well, first and foremost, man, congrats. What a dominating performance. I got to ask you, I mentioned it earlier, you pretty much, the only time you were running second was because your pit crew sucked. So we need to, Elite Motorsports, I guess, we need to pay those guys a little better to get you off pit road first. But, Bubba made a good run there at the end. Were you concerned at all that those guys may have caught up to you setup wise, or did you have confidence over the long run to pull away from them again?
I had no doubt in my mind that they weren't going to get me. I was more afraid of Plum getting up there or Keenan's getting up there than any of those guys. I felt actually if you had the lead, no one was going to get by you. Like I said, I was afraid of Plum or Keenan's was going to get up there.
Gotcha. Well, congrats, man. What a dominating performance. It's good to see. It's good to see Elite Motorsports do well, but it was tough competition tonight. You had some challenges, early in the runs, but it seemed like you had the long run truck. So congratulations again, and 3 in a row. That's pretty awesome, man.
Right on, man. And thank you. You helped me out earlier this week and tonight, so I appreciate that.
Well, we head to Richmond next, which is kind of similar to Iowa. You missed Iowa, so what kind of prospects do you got for next week?
I don't know, man. Probably Keenan's, Plum. I don't know, man. Like I said, I missed the Iowa race, so I don't know really what happened. I'm gonna have to go back and watch a lot of that race and see who was up there. Um, Richmond's pretty tough actually, especially in these trucks, man. Coming off 4, and not getting snappy loose coming out of 2, and even 4 sometimes. But it's gonna be a good one.
All right. Well, before we let you go celebrate with your team and Decent here after this broadcast is over, who do you want to shout out?
Man, just everybody, man. I appreciate it. I really like this league, and yeah, man, that's about it. Decent, Keenan's, everybody in Team Elite. I appreciate everybody.
Your winner here tonight, 3 in a row. WS3 1990. Have a good night there, bud.
All right, bub.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
As we're going to go get Marksman in the party now. Let me go blue screen here and send him an invite. I know he's not hiding offline. There he is. Invite is sent for Keegan, everybody's favorite Illinoisan. How are you going to go celebrate that team win here tonight, Decent?
Well, man, I'm already got a good start here. I'm 2 Bud Lights in, so might crack open a few more, and that was a good race, man. Those guys kept it clean, fairly clean, and no caution, so it was good.
Well, we're joined now by our runner-up, Keegan Marksman Jr. 7123, runner-up finisher here tonight. Great points night still. Top 2 in both stages and second overall, so you're probably going to stretch your points gap a little bit. But you had a truck that was probably the closest in the field that was going to compete with WSC for the win. What more did you need out of that thing to be able to fight him for the win here tonight, or be able to keep up with him on the long run?
The Ford truck to actually work with me and help me get back to him and get around him instead of dooring me up the track or something, wanting to finish second instead of possibly racing for the lead. That was frustrating.
Yeah, well, you lined up there on that final restart in first place. Have a little glimmer of hope there. You were able to clear him off of turn 2, and then it looks like you caught the wall a couple of times. Is that just how you set your truck up, or just hard racing?
Oh, I clipped the wall a couple of times, stage 3. I felt good getting in that long run there on stage 3. I caught WSC, me and him were finally able to get away from the pack. And then I kind of got loose, lost it again, kind of caught back up to him a little bit, then that caution came out. Felt more confident about the truck on a long run than a short run.
Eventful night here for our runner-up, Keegan, more than I thought. But congratulations on P2. With me in the booth, I got Decent House. Decent, what kind of question you got for a runner-up here tonight, Marksman?
Well, first of all, Marksman, congrats on P2. That was a heck of a battle for second place between, I think it was you, Bubba, Keenitz, Young Colt. You guys had a heck of a battle for second, and you're even racing for the lead. So it was definitely fun to watch. I'm just curious. You said you had a better long-run truck there. I'm assuming you hated to see that caution come out, planning on maybe trying to jump WSC under green flag stops. Kind of wondering what your strategy was. Were you thinking about that prior to the caution coming out, or what was your thought process leading into maybe a long green flag run in stage 3?
Just pass him on the long run. Wasn't really going to try to short pit him, but that opportunity could have been there, which could have helped me. But I felt like I had a little bit better of a long run truck, which didn't show because stuck in traffic. Can't really get by everybody when they're dive bombing you every corner. Frustrating.
Oh, frustrating night for the driver of the number 45 Chevrolet, but still brings it home, P2. You're super close to that win. It's going to happen at some point this season, just like it did last season. Could it be at Richmond next week? You finished 6th there last season, so how are you feeling about that short track in Virginia?
I'll be honest, that's not my best track. I'll be happy with the top 5 at Richmond, to be honest with you. That place, I'm on the struggle bus there.
Well, it's a good thing though. They've kind of fixed 704's kind of fixed the loose snap loose off the turn 2 a little, so it may benefit you there.
Yep. Got a week of practice ahead of me. Set the truck up. Hopefully it's good enough to bring home that W.
All right. Well, Marksman, anybody you want to shout out before we let you hop on out of here and go get ready for Richmond?
Yeah, shout out WSC. He had a good truck tonight. Never really had an issue with him. Keenitz, I know I got doored up into him when we got put through by there in the situation. Apologize to him. And my boys at FBGM for being there. Trying to keep me calm in the chat while I'm frustrated. Other than that, that's everybody. Had a good race tonight. Shout out to the truck series. Didn't have an abundant amount of cautions tonight, which was kind of impressive for a track like Homestead.
Yep. Definitely, the trucks put on a heck of a show tonight. Keegan brought home P2. Good job. We'll see you next week at Richmond.
All right, thank you. You boys have a good night.
You too. Well, decent. Great race we saw here tonight. A lot cleaner than the previous 2 weeks. And it was a good show these guys put on.
Yeah, man, very very impressed with the truck guys. I mean, there was some beating and banging, some aggressiveness, but that happens. That happens in the truck series outside of this game. You got some up and coming guys trying to make a statement, and they held it together. Only one caution, and really good race. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me up in the booth, Gator, and looking forward to tomorrow night in the Xfinity series.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to join me in the booth tonight. Want to give me a hint on what you got for Homestead? Since you set up WSC's truck, you going to be a contender tomorrow night?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think I got a pretty decent car on the longer run and some good speed at the front half of it, and just a matter of who's behind me, I guess, right?
If you want to give me some secrets for Thursday, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If I win or finish top 3 and I'm competitive, I may throw a few setup hints your way.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you for joining the booth tonight, everybody. Decent House 23. Catch him tomorrow night in the North American E-Racing League's Xfinity Series as they tackle this 1.5 mile that we saw tonight, Homestead Miami Speedway. And on Thursday, it'll be Cup's turn for Homestead. And next time you want to see these trucks in action will be next Tuesday at Richmond. Those are the next 3 races for each respective series here in the North American E-Racing League. We hope you guys enjoyed the race tonight. I know I did. It was a fantastic one to watch. And we hope you guys keep tuning in, especially tomorrow night, the next night, as Xfinity and Cup needs that love too. So thank you guys. We'll see you next time, all my gnarly ones. Y'all have a good night.